And what's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Hypertension. Now with a working headset, I am joined here by Mr. Blue Lambas. Welcome to the best of the best here at the University of Alabama, sponsored by the Bama Sports Team and other beautiful and absolutely amazing sponsors. Because of technical issues, we're going to actually have to get straight underway here with League of Legends. How are you doing today, Llama?
Now we're finally getting started. I'm doing pretty well. Actually, very excited to finally get to these games. We've been
Mm-hmm.
patiently waiting, like you guys have too, to get these games
Mm-hmm.
started. So nothing gets me more excited than actually getting into these games.
Yes, we do. And starting off, we do have the semifinals of the League of Legends competition. There were a bunch of prelims this week played off of the stream. And unfortunately for us, we're not able to stream those. But today we have, I believe it's Iphabod. I believe I'm pronouncing that
Yeah,
correctly.
we can show IMP or IMP, I guess.
Yeah, we have Imp versus the Spanish Inquisition here in this game. And I'm excited for it to get started. So whenever hop into the pro draft here in a second, it will be the official start of the apologies, of the University of Alabama's very first esports LAN here.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be a good groundbreaking moment for us, and hopefully we can get
Mhm.
more of these for you.
Yeah, and we would be happy to do it. Again, lots of technical issues have prevented us from, starting up on time, unfortunately. But we are here. We are ready to go here in just a minute. Uh, we're getting a quick ETA onto the pro draft. Yep, and we're just waiting up for the players to ready up. Unfortunately, the main issue was that there was no internet on the stage for a little bit, so we did actually have to get the players' internet fixed. So again, we're sitting here, and why don't we spend a minute talking about the meta? As they were right off of the new patch. I believe we're currently on 10.3, correct? And we saw a lot of major changes. We saw a nerf to Akali, even though she's still being picked at the top level. We saw some adjustments to people like Set, Aphelios, that nerf did nothing, and Senna. What do you think of the state of this patch?
I think it's pretty great in some regards. They also buffed the jungle a tad bit, so you can kind of bring some more jungles in. I think that even though they nerfed some of those picks, we may still see some of them. Senna, even if you don't think she can be playing AD carry, she still is viable in support for some people. I know some people argue they don't like. I think I'm actually pretty excited. I've been playing this patch a lot. I've been enjoying the difference in the new jungles you've been able to put out with the changes. I think that's helped diversify the bot lane, being able to take Senna out and nerf a little bit, nerf a bit of hers. Now it's not just her in a video, so you just play some other picks. I think in general, it's just gonna be very exciting, and I think we're actually about to get jumped right.
Yes, it appears that we are about to jump into draft, ladies and gentlemen, for the first ever match of the first game for best of the best. And let's see if we can get it just underway. And to start off, ladies and gentlemen, we are using a pro draft for League of Legends just because not everybody owns all the champions. Actually, I'm so proud of this. I actually bought the last champion I needed this past week, and it was Bard of all people.
Really?
I
Any specific reason for why Bard?
I don't play support, and he is the most expensive support in the game. And I mean, like, I like playing Bard whenever he's on the free rotation. He was fun, but I just never really got the opportunity.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean Bard's a lot of fun, and I think that I also don't play that much, but I pretty much I've played so long now that I have every champion in the game. I just immediately buy it, and of course Riot gets their cheese out of me because they every time they release a new champion it's 7,900, and I of course don't want to wait, so I buy it for full
for the side. We're pro draft. There appears. Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Can stream hear us? All right.
Okay.
It should be. Say it appears that we had some technical issues again with like the audio. Again, this is one of those things that just happens when you first set up a LAN. So the Darius pick away the Lux and the Aphelios here. So this is going to be a very dangerous composition for the side of IPMDIABOD. So yeah, so again, sorry about that, guys. We're a little bit frazzled by technical difficulties here. We get to see Garen versus Darius.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I would hope they have the God King skins. I probably don't think they do, but if we can get that matchup, that'd be fantastic. And the lore wise, those are the two staples of the
All right.
enemy factions, Noxus and Demacia. So that's gonna be pretty great.
Well, for those of you that are watching the stream, we have 6 accounts under level 30, so it does appear that like obviously not all the champions are going to be owned. So that explains actually why these champions have been picked here because of these like low level accounts. In particular, with the Garen and the Darius, I'm loving this because these are two juggernauts. They're not meta, but they're so much fun. You're going to hear me a lot of screaming justice. Because also, for those of you that don't know, I'm a massive lore guy. I'm a massive lore guy. I'm the guy that does it on the League of Legends power levels on the subreddit. These are two of the strongest men that would exist in our world. Both of their armors are too heavy for even the strongest man in the world to carry.
Yeah, and they're pretty impressive, and not just strong in the lore. They're pretty strong in the real game. If you ever play versus a Darius or a Garen that can get ahead, it can be quite a pain to take them down. You mentioned their juggernauts are very beefy, and they have huge executes on both their ultimates to kill off low health targets, as well as their ease of access for low level players. Like we mentioned, they're not very high. They're 3 under level 30 accounts, so the ability to pick up a Garen, pick up an area, not that difficult, but also very effective in the lane.
Yeah, and on looking at this now, I'm not sure whether that is a Kled mid lane a la Doinby style or whether that is a Kled jungle. But if it is Kled jungle, it's going to be going up against either, say, against this Warwick, and it would be going up against Lux in the mid lane. Out of those two matchups, I really think that the Warwick is the easier matchup because of the single target lockdown.
Yes, and I also think the remap mechanic, if you do try to bring that slide into the jungle, it can be a kind of a pain. He is actually decent in the jungle, except for when you get rematted. He can't actually build up his courage bar versus monsters. So you actually will just be stuck in your rematted form. So that's why I think it's very important for him to actually either play in the mid lane or manage that mechanic.
Yeah, and that's one thing. That's why you really do have to force it there, and we do need to figure out what that ban is. If our producer could look into the leak check, just what it is. Unfortunately, we don't have the capability to show it on stream, but we will figure out what that ban is. Oh, the Kled apparently is Morgana. That was apparently an issue with ProJab. So that Chris situation where now we just talked about Kled. The Morgana, say into the Lux, it will be in either the mid lane or support. We actually casted a Morgana mid lane the other night, and it popped off.
It did, and it did very well. I think it's also super effective champion if you can play versus the Lux to be able to reduce the CC. I think if you're very good at hitting those black shields and you can react to the casting of any CC ability, it's pretty detrimental. Anytime that this red team tries to engage, if they can immediately black shield the person they're engaging upon, it really reduces their ability to actually start this.
Yeah. And apparently with the project, say we're trying to see if we can get word as to what those bans are. We will find that out in just a minute. Either way, though, the pick should be coming through here in a second. The Xerath. Oh my God! Yes, for the I have been a Xerath main for the past like 3 years. I love this pick. I love this champion. I love seeing him go up. But that matchup is cancer.
I was about to say, how is the matchup into Veigar? I can presume that once you get inside that the cage, the baby cage, his event horizon, it can be quite annoying to get out of. And the from a Veigar, everyone knows that burst.
Yeah,
Quite annoying.
I'm assuming that Twitch is a mispick here because they already do have the AD carry locked in the Aphelios. So
Twitch jungle.
It's Twitch jungle. Oh, we have Xerath, we have Twitch jungle, we have a freaking Aphelios Morgana. All right, and we're gonna be out of game for a hot second, guys. But still, looking at this draft, this makes me so excited. I love what Spanish Inquisition are doing here. But for a moment, mind if I go on a rant about the Vigar
Please
Xerath?
do. I'm excited. Please, you seem excited. I'll let you do that. Go ahead.
Okay, so guys, in this matchup, in the first early levels, Xerath actually holds the entire advantage on it. He has a much greater range. Their spells have very similar mana costs, so they can't really throw out their abilities to sort of spam. They have to be very smart about it. But again, Xerath has the longer range, so he can bully the lane up until Vigar gets access to the Primordial Burst. At that point, he becomes a massive close threat to Xerath, so where Xerath has to utilize the range, can't risk Vigar getting close enough, put down the baby cage onto him, and then the Primordial Burst.
Yeah, it sounds like it'll be an interesting matchup. Hopefully, they can play it well. One thing I want to point out with is you have a and Twitch jungle likes to gank early. He likes to cheese gank. So he likes to pick up that red and immediately gank mid or top or bot. And I think it's got some pretty good choices. You have a very immobile mid laner in the Xerath, but you also have a immobile bot lane with the Misfortune and the Lux. So unless he gets binded, he should be able to. And one thing I want to mention is now we know that that Kled is in fact a Morgana. You can actually sneak a Twitch around and then have him get black shoes. So when he pops out to do his rat-a-tat in a team fight, they can't try to immediately jump on him because he
Yeah.
can't be seen.
All right, then I would say it looks like we were actually having massive lobby issues where like the Riot client is having issues on their end. Yeah, it isn't us for once.
Righto, please.
Yeah, I would say for once it is not our issue. It will need to be a new lobby started up, so we are going to work on getting all the players into the same lobby and our spectator into the same lobby. But in the meantime, again, we can keep talking about this draft, which I love so much. Again, it's so spicy. This is one of those things I'm used to casting like Master Challenger and Grandmaster players. So getting to cast like this level of like this cheap fiesta, these picks you never see. It's so fun, especially as a play-by-play.
Yeah, it really is fun. And I was actually kind of hoping for this. I think we're coming in. A lot of people do not play League of Legends as their main game, especially in the fact that that's the whole point of this best of the best is that you have people from different games playing other people's games and spread around and we see which best, like the esports, it stands for the best being the best Bama esports team, has the best players. You get the overall. So I really wanted people to just kind of have fun with it. Don't play meta. Don't try to look out what's the meta that's popular.
Yeah,
Go have fun. Pick the champions that seem cool to
yeah,
you. Pick it. And even for those who play the game, try to pick out your pocket pick and just
yeah. And it appears that we are actually getting the lobby started back up, so we will be moving into game shortly. And yeah, you talked about the meta. Right now, the only quote unquote meta champions in this draft are those bottom laners. You have the Misfortune, you have the Aphelios. Those are arguably the two strongest AD carries in the current meta because of the Misfortune's ability to deal out damage in a team fight with the bullet time, and the Aphelios is being Aphelios and
never
being a
say.
broken mess. Uh, and the rest of it is so fun. I love Warwick. Warwick is my favorite jungler to play. The only one I can actually do without feeding, interestingly enough. And I know jungle mains everywhere. You're like, oh, you're a shoutcast. You should be able to play anything. No, I suck at jungle.
Yeah, the one thing I'm really interested to see is for those who watch really competitive League of Legends, you know about the Warwick tax, not as much as the Skarn attacks or the Malzahar attacks, and the fact that you need to build a QSS. His ult is a suppress can't actually break out of. So, because these players aren't, we mentioned a lot, some of them are lower level, how many of them are actually going to know to build the item, or how many of them are actually going to want to build the item? That item isn't providing you damage, and if you're trying to have fun, who wants to build a defensive item?
I feel like the Garen instead will build tenacity because
Hmm.
it does still affect the suppression. But the Aphelios is the only one that can really and the Twitch actually both
Yeah,
can effectively utilize the QSS because of the fact they get so much usage out of the Mercurial Scimitar, which that item builds into. Instead of just giving magic resist, it gives magic resist, lifesteal, and attack damage, which is mainly useful for marksman champions for those of you that aren't League of Legends players. And Aphelios and Twitch are both marksman champions. We're in the draft and live, so we have about 3.5 minutes before we get into the game here. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see how this draft deals out. And I do want to move back to the bottom lane for a second. Shoot.
Hello.
Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Wait, are we streaming now? Back in it?
And we are back in it, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that technical issue. We've been, again, dealing with a lot of things here, and it looks like we are well into the game here between IPMDIABOD and the Spanish Inquisition. We're going to try and get this running. Again, graphical issues will happen because of the setups that are there, the manual ones, but there is already invade coming out from the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, and they do get spotted. They actually caught some members, but I don't know if the people started because they didn't actually react in time. Like, there's no bind, there's no auto attack switch. So, it seems like they're just going to go for this buff, and yeah, they're just going to start on the blue side, and we'll see what this Warwick ends up doing.
Yeah, and we'll have to see how that will end up developing out, because the Warwick starting on the other side, he doesn't really need that much of a leash with that blue buff. He can invade and just start vertical jungling for the moment.
Yes, he can, especially since you know that Twitch isn't like the healthiest player. He actually wanted to probably look for a gank or go for these single target camps. He should know that it's free to just probably go up there and take that, especially the red buff from this red team. Look at one thing we mentioned that the summer levels are a bit low, and that is being evident when you can see that the Garen has Ghost, and we also have barrier heal in the bot lane.
All right, yeah. Well, I mean, very exhaust flash. Heal and flash to the bottom lane. That's not exactly bad. On the other side, barrier heal. That could just be a strat. We never know.
You know, that's a very interesting point. Very distinctive.
Oh, never mind. John Erico is level 2.
So not a strategy. It's actually just how it is. But maybe he wants to do it. Maybe he chose a level 2 account so that he could blend in. People don't think much of it.
Yeah, and remember, guys, this is the best of the best. So these are not all League of Legends players. These are some of them like CSGO players, something like that. But right now we do see the Sinister is setting up a gank onto Jake the Great. He looks like he's going to take some damage there. T4 and Jake are both running away. Sinister on the chase, but it looks like no one's going to be there in time to catch him.
Interesting enough, he doesn't. Which is peculiar because they started the red buff, and usually when you make the gank as Twitch, you want... Oh, the Morgana took it.
Oh no, the Morgana ended up taking the red buff. That is actually very detrimental to them. But now Jake the Great and T4 running away as a repeat gank did come out from Sinister. The flash from Sinister. Auto attacks coming down. One more will do it. Will the Twitch poison tick? Yes, it will. First blood to the side of the Spanish Inquisition.
I have to say, usually when you make these ganks with red buff, it becomes a lot easier. You get the bonus damage, you get the burn, but he stuck around and basically brute forced it and got the kill.
Yeah, and now Suzek is going up there with soup times. I'm sorry, I almost read that wrong. Soup time. That's a great name.
It is pretty good. You know, there's always time for soup. And frankly, I would also like some soup, but that's not the time for it right now.
Yeah, I prefer ramen.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I can make a ramen, and I can make it really, you know, dressed up, very nice. You know, make it a serviceable dinner. It's just I need the right ingredients for it. But right now, there is ingredients in the mid lane for a great gank as the flash comes out from BPR. He has to escape from that Twitch, who's been omnipresent in this early game.
Yeah, he really has been making the most. I mentioned that he really is going to be looking to gank his lanes a lot. He's very cheesy. He's very powerful early with his invisibility and his burn, like his poison. So, as you see, I called it, and he's playing it right. He is ganking pretty much every lane. He's already burned the flash, gotten a kill, but we see him find the Warwick.
Yeah, the Warwick is in the face, and he is seen out. Sillet takes down Sinister.
Yeah, gets the invade, and that's actually maybe a little bit punishing, as he can actually just take these camps. And I don't think he will. He may actually look for a gank top lane. But in the bot lane, we see a lot of trading going back and forth. Really low health bars.
Really low health bars. One of those bouncing bullets would have gotten the kill, but it did not bounce to the right target. That Johnny Rico will be able to escape.
Yeah,
I don't think he knows how to recall. There you go.
Also worth noting, he has brown bags. He has the boots. He does not have the support item, so his gold economy is kind of low right.
Oh, nobody told him about the support item.
But you know what? He got the Moby boots. He knows he's just gonna be running around the map trying to hit these binds. You know what? I can't blame him. He's enjoying it. He's doing what he knows to do, and that's run around and try to see people.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, like us, our producer and everything, we're all League of Legends guys, and like we know all these things. But again, most of these, it is he was the best gamer overall. So having a bunch of pure League players probably wouldn't do well for you in the long run. Right now, though, the Spanish Inquisition, they are doing pretty well in this game. They have that first kill. They're up about 400 gold. They have the tempo on their side, and they have a 12 CS lead in the middle lane.
Yes, they do, and we'll see if that lead gets bigger as the flash is gone from the Xerath, so he has to be careful. If he does buy the Veigar, it can be pretty deadly, as now he has no real way to get out of it, so he'll have to just come down to using his fancy feet to dodge the abilities. But the Veigar is low mana, so I don't think there's much threat in that regard.
Yeah, with that Veigar, if you are going to spam out abilities with it, not quite low enough cooldown on those abilities to merit a tier. So I think that there's going to be some sort of setup for the long run. But right now, we do see Sinister once again in the bottom lane. He doesn't have the best angles on these ganks, but he is making sure that Jake the Great and T4 are pushed back underneath their tower almost all the time.
Yeah, he can't really be faulted for trying. I mentioned I want to see some high-octane gameplay, and so he's looking for that. He's ganking a little bit off of these angles you mentioned, but hey, at least
speaking of ganks, this one is coming up. Sillin with the kill onto StarRex, and it looks like Johnny Rico is going to be in a lot of trouble. The flash coming out from Sillin. Double kill by the Warwick.
Yes, a double kill for this Warwick. He's now 3-0. He's actually all 3 kills for his team. Really think that could be pretty dangerous if he starts building a lot of AD, especially if he finishes off this Tiamat. If he starts ganking mid laners, especially like this Veigar who can't actually dodge anything.
No, one thing about that Tiamat, I do know that Warwicks tend to build the Titanic Hydra right after a jungle item, or sometimes even before you'll like finish the Tiamat, jungle item, and then Titanic Hydra. Am I correct in that line of thinking?
Yeah, usually sometimes, we'll see what he does, but he has such a good clear, you don't really need the other items. Often, sometimes we'll see that they have the jungle component.
Oh, holy crud. While we were talking, T4 got absolutely destroyed. Sillin, the man gets shut down by Sinister, jungler for jungler, and here comes the fight as they win the Infernal Drake. BPR is about to be DEAD. One more auto attack will do it. StarRex picks up the kill as the side of the Spanish Inquisition picks up the Infernal Drake.
Yeah, 3 kills and a Drake, and that's going to give up about a 1,000 gold lead. That was a pretty big turn. I was trying, right in the midst of me talking, they managed to fight around this Drake, and very effective.
Yeah, Warwick has a lot of innate healing kit, so he can fight a lot healthier against some of these larger camps later in the game. But right now, he's not even level 6. He needs to realize that like, you can't 1v1 a dragon as a level 4 Warwick.
Yeah, he cannot. And the other thing he had that shutdown. We mentioned he's doing well for his team, but giving that goal back to the enemy team kind of helps them get strong now, makes his lead lesser. But you see him ganking the top lane, see if he can get a kill up here.
Ganking the top lane, that's going to be the silence coming down. Will there be any justice today? Sillin takes a lot of damage, but no, the justice goes down onto the Darius suit time. One more auto attack will put him down. The Warwick will pick up the kill back onto Zeke, but still 1-for-1 trade in the top lane, as in the bottom lane, StarRex bites the dust again. Oh,
yeah,
sorry, T4 bites the... My bad.
You're fine. We've seen a lot of fighting, see a lot of videos things. Put down the turret, and was able to just proc that counter multiple times in that fight. Get those kills. As well as that trade kill top lane. I wondered if the ult was on the right target, but hey, he still got the kill and before he died. So 1-for-1, and a 2v1.
Yeah, and one thing to know about these is we're looking at it here. They can't expect any like massive TP help from the top laners because both of them have the flash. Sorry, the heal and ghost. So they're kind of SOL in that regard. Now look at this. BPR is once again in a lot of trouble. The flash going in for Sinister. He's going for it here. That Twitch poison will not be near enough to kill off BPR.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if the Veigar was going to try to flash Primordial Burst to finish off that kill. Doesn't do so, and I think it would have made the difference, but nonetheless, they do get the flash on the Xerath gank, a repeat gank if he wants to.
Yeah, and it could be set up here, but I don't think that it's going to happen anytime soon. It looks like that the Veigar in the mid lane is going to try to push up here. But look at Sinister. Look at where Sillin is. They're sort of like hovering around that same area. And now Sillin looks like he's going to go into the top lane. We should expect a gank for him in here in a second. On to Suzek, but now look at Jake the Great. One more auto attack will do it. The Infernum Flamethrower from StarRex will get him his 3rd kill of the game.
Yeah, Jake trying. Oh, he may look for another kill.
He may look for it, but he forgets. Aphelios isn't great at diving, at least not solo.
He is not. He doesn't really have any dashes, and he takes a lot of damage from his turn shots, so he needs to be careful next time he tries to walk on a turn to kill. But nonetheless, he got the kill, taking advantage of the fact that Jake was trying to be a little cheeky and stay with his low health to maybe get the wave, gets punished for it immediately, but still keeps.
Yeah, he keeps the CS lead there. But right now, the main CS lead I'm looking at, the really impactful in this game, is going to be Land X's, Land X's CS lead in the mid lane. That is a 20 CS lead. That is huge in favor of that Veigar.
Yeah, especially the fact that Veigar scales, and the more CS he gets, a bit more powerful compared to Xerath. But just in general, the more gold he can get, the stronger he will be. We see a fight in the river around this Rift Herald.
Yeah, and as you said, he has not yet played the tax, but he doesn't need to. Forget the IRS. Sinister doesn't give a crap.
He does not. He gets absolutely blown up by this Veigar and just immediately killed by Sinister. It looks like it was going to go in the favor. What? Anyway.
Names are backwards. Okay, it turns out that it was actually correct in terms of the first draft. It was just the way it was doing. Okay, so the Spanish Inquisition is on the blue side. Well, again, issues. We were told wrong to start up the stream. So, okay, Spanish Inquisition is the blue team. IPMDIABOD, or however you say it, is on the red side.
We'll just call him IMP or Imp.
Yeah, Imp is on the red side, and it was just a simple issue of miscommunication at the start because of all the technical issues. And it's simple. Things like this happen. We're having fun. I'm having fun.
Well, I'm having fun, and these games are looking fun. We see a bite hit in the bot lane.
Yeah, we see it now, but the thing is, will T4 throw out the final spark? One more shot will do it, but he doesn't need it. Jake the Great hits him up with the bullets.
Yeah, Morgana was not back yet, and we see that they take the good time to punish it. In the meantime, as the Xerath gets stunned.
Oh, once again, BPR is PAD.
Yeah, you mentioned this matchup is pretty tough, and it's not going to get any easier as this Veigar is starting to get more and more, and there's no flash on the Xerath. So every time he gets caged, he's probably just dead.
Yeah, and again, this is where that point with the match starts to scale in favor of the Veigar. Once you have that level 6, you can start to dictate the lane if that Xerath hasn't used you enough. BPR definitely hasn't done that because he doesn't think been honestly as in this particular matchup. They're getting a little bit too close, getting caught out by the baby cage, and it's unfortunate to see because I love Xerath so much. But I also like Veigar. I've played him a lot more because Xerath is not good right now.
Yeah.
Quiet, please.
But we see a Drake being started up by IMP, but Blue Team is not going to let this happen.
Yeah, that's going to be the bullet time coming down. Jake the Great picks up 2. Actually, one of them went over to Sillin. That's going to be the Event Horizon put down, stunning up 1. Here comes the right of the Arcane just to chase away the Twitch of Sinister. That is a check for O, and they did not get that second Drake.
Yeah, they thought they could just chill right there, but you honestly could never expect the Inquisition. Spanish Inquisition is they come up and run up and get those 2 kills and stop the Drake. They don't for the Drake, but they do stop the take from IMP.
Did you just make a Monty Python joke?
I may have. I may have not.
No one. Yep. And John Erico, guys, still is just sitting on boots. For the teams that don't know, in this game, supports are actually supposed to buy a gold income item. That way they can get more economy for themselves and buy supportive items. Right now, it is going to be a gank into the bottom lane, and Sinister is here. He does not have the sprint and pray quite yet. Jake the Great is going to be hit up, and that's the final spark, actually dealing just enough damage to Sinister to make him run away. The fear coming down from Sillin, but it won't be enough. One more auto attack will do it. Instead, he uses the Primordial Burst to kill off the big bad wolf.
Yeah, Artax aren't as sexy as a Primordial Burst. Primordial Burst, the big explosion, even if they're like 20 health, you gotta flex on them. You gotta show, hey, I could kill you from probably 1,000 more health. So very, very good kills. The gank not as effective, but still gets them to run away as well. And the Veigar able to pick up and kill him back. You mentioned that there's no items on this Morgana, but frankly, there's no other. She can't buy more boots. I think
oh wait, look at it in the top lane. Noxie and Guillotine. That's going to be the axe taking him down. And now look at the bottom side. PPR. He tried to chase it out, but here comes the broken mess that is Aphelios. Here we go. The spotlight whips right like a Chicago Bears kicker.
Okay, that's mean. You know that I'm a Chicago Bears fan.
I absolutely do.
Okay, for those who do not know, this happened by chance. He made this exact joke to find out that I was a Chicago Bears fan, as I said that it hurt me personally. And now he's gonna purposely make fun of every team I like. So just watch the broadcast, and every time he mentions any sports team, just know that it's probably personal to me.
Well, the funny thing was that when I kept guessing, I actually ended up guessing right most of the time as to your favorite team.
Yeah, it was very embarrassing. He read me like a book, I'll be honest.
No, it was just a total guess, just like how it looks like Sillin doesn't even need to guess. Johnny Rico gets chomped on. And again, if you're Little Purple Riding Hood, you have to run for the big bad wolf.
You do, and let's actually see if it gets more.
Rex, that might not be where you want to be. Ultimate lockdown, bullet time after infinite duress. In the top lane, a trade kill given over to the side of IMP. There's just trades all over the map. This is a fiesta of the highest caliber.
It is, but hey, that's fun to watch, and that's fun for us The big kills are all around the board. Honestly, it's almost too much for us to analyze in some regards because every lane is dying, which, I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, and it's going to be so much fun overall just watching it cascade. Because again, this is a fiesta. This is insane, and I love it. The Primordial Burst comes out. That last tower shot will actually take down Sillin or rampage to the Vigar. And again, this is one thing that the side of IMP have. They have a fed freaking Vigar. The tiny master of evil, League of Legends Dr. Doofenshmirtz is absolutely incorporating the Rift.
He's pretty much two-shotting these fools at this point. I can actually see how much health of this turret, but if we're going to try to get to the actual objectives, most of these turrets are actually getting pretty low. They are getting a lot of kills for IMP, but they're kind of just leaving their lanes to do so. So the good thing about the Spanish Inquisition is they have been able to damage. And we see IMP trying to not steal, but take this Rift Herald to see if they can get first turn for themselves. Plates are down, so they can't use it to get the gold anymore, but they can use it to get that.
Yeah, and look at it. VPR in here, he's trying to do, but he doesn't know. Here comes Landex, the Vigar again. Vigar Evil Incorporated sets up the kill for Sinister.
He does, and honestly, not that much setup because Xerath had already used Flash and he doesn't really have the. He has no boots. We talked about boots in the bot lane. He has the boots for himself, so not able to really dodge out of anything. So pretty much just a standing target.
Yeah. Right now it looks like Suzek is on the wrong side of the rift for some reason. Oh, Johnny Rico probably gonna die again. Yes, that is going to be that light binding helping take him down. Jake the Great ends up killing off, and finally, look at it, 17 minutes in, we finally see towers start to fall in the top and the middle lane.
Yeah, finally getting some towers, finally progressing this game. We've actually seen a decent amount of objective control as both the dragons have been taken in a pretty decent amount of time, as well as the Rift Herald. So that's impressive. We see a fight top lane. It's mostly just two juggernauts hitting each other, so I don't know if we...
For those of you that don't know, these are two very tanky champions. They have a lot of health, they have a lot of things to work through, and because both of them have already used their ultimates, they don't have their massive executing abilities to be able to cut down the health. And then both of them will just heal up because it's Garen versus Darius, and they are still sitting on very early items. I wonder how much gold they have. Surely they have enough to finish off an item real quick. Yeah, they have plenty to finish off an item. I'm surprised that they haven't backed yet to try and get one.
Yeah, they probably should.
They're level 2.
Ah, yes. But hey, the point is...
the point is now there's the spray and pray dealing out so much damage. Sinister was unstoppable, but past tense was. Dylan gets the kill. Here comes the real monster on the rift, the raid boss that is Landex's Vigar. Primordial Burst almost one-shots Jake the Great. It looks like even the Warwick is running away. Even the big bad wolf is scared of the head of Vigar Evil Corporal.
Oh, he's
no, he's not. That's actually going to be the suppression coming down. That's the shutdown here. Well, will the tower shot kill off? It's a trade kill. Double shutdown. But again, the tiny master of evil gets knocked off.
He does, and that's actually going to favor the Warwick in that trade because he does get the shutdown gold. So, very good. I always can point out. The one thing I was going to mention, though, is that the Twitch, we got to see a little bit of a glimpse of what I mentioned. He got that flank off. He got a massive damage. However, he was immediately turned on and killed. Now, imagine that play, but Morgana E on him. So he doesn't get seed, he doesn't get immediately turned on, and he can continue to ride, or spray and pray, I guess it's called now, because they changed it back, and you get massive damage and hopefully wipe the enemy team.
Actually, I think it is Rat-a-tat-tat. I just so use the spray and pray. Producer, if you could hover over that ultimate ability for the Twitch right now, let's take a look at the... It is spray and pray! Hey, they kept the good name. Yeah. Rat-a-tat-tat is a pain to say on a broadcast.
Yeah, because I believe it actually went spray and pray to Rat-a-tat-tat and then back because enough people complained that Rat-a-tat-tat is annoying to say.
Well, not only is Rat-a-tat-tat annoying to say, it's corny in the worst way.
It is. Oh, we see an item! I don't know
if... Redemption. That's actually pretty good on Morgana.
That's actually good, yes. I actually don't know if he knew that he could buy items.
But this is not good for the side of IMP. They're getting cut down. Final Spark helps Jake the Great pick up the kill. But again, here is the raid boss. Jake the Great, he's trying to go in. Cannot run face first. Oh my God, that amount of damage out of the Vigar. He is the highest healing AP champion in the game, and it's looking like it right now. Jake the Great under fire as the bolts come out from that Twitch to kill him off. Now Landex, that's gonna be a lot of damage, but the big question is, can he survive? The answer, no.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Comes down, suit time. Sorry to interrupt, my friend, but again, they do not care about us trying to analyze it. They want to fight.
Yeah, no worries about that, my guy. Yeah, we see him try to get the kill away, the turnaround kill, but the Warwick still be able to pick off the Vigar. And the bot lane, as you mentioned, Morgana finance an item, maybe unaware of the fact that you can buy components, you don't have to. You may have seen redemption in the item slot, but regardless, he has an item now, and hopefully he'll actually use the active item because
Yeah, we'll have to see though, because right now it looks like Sillin is here. John Enrico not joining up to do it, but the spotlight is down. That was a slow. The Gravitum coming in. He's rooted, but on the wrong side of the wall.
yeah, fortunate, but this Warwick's actually starting to pop off. We mentioned that there's the raid boss of the Vigar, but this, oh my gosh, if I
Here we go, yet another fight. The Justice is not there. The Demacia Justice will be shut down by Bilgewater guns and Nox Steel.
yeah, simple 2v1, pretty the mass pretty straight there, but we see a dive.
Oh, the dive, and oh, that notorious buggy thing that is the Warwick Q. It follows him through. He gets the shutdown onto Sillin.
That is very unfortunate for those who don't know.
Oh, that is so much damage coming down onto T4. Let's see. Continues here. One more kill will do it. That is going to be that evil shot there, taking him down. But in the top lane, they're just continuing pushing up this tower. They have to answer the Darius and the Misfortune.
Yeah, actually,
Oh, right at the arcane, picks it up. BPR nails out Star Rex.
that must feel good. As a Xerath main, hitting all your ultimates must feel pretty good.
Yeah, but let's see if this will feel good for Sinister. Spray and pray, lie and die does Soup Time. Now Jake the Great trying to run away, but again, that invisible, that camouflage, so much movement. Will he be able to catch up? If he flashed right now, he could do it, but the Strut also does it. He didn't think he was away. He didn't think Sinister followed him, but Sinister was like, surprise!
Yeah, I thought he got away. I actually thought he, with the strut, he'd be able to walk away from it, but really underestimated the intensity, like the patience of the Twitch to actually sit there and follow him all the way down the lane. So very good. One thing I was going to point out, actually, the gold lead's almost even. It's 600-700 gold because of the top lane kill, but amidst all this fighting, the kills are pretty much even. 21 to 22. The towers are actually in Spanish Inquisition's favor. However, that's about to tip over. It'll be 3-3 now. As we may continue the push, I don't think they'll be able to, as the rest of the team has.
Oh, look at it here. This is going to be a collapse coming out. Johnny Rico and look, and Star Rex are both caught. The final spark will miss the already dead Star Rex, and it looks like Sillin's going to pick up his 11th kill of the game. Again, it comes down to which raid boss can you kill off first. Will it be the Vigar or will it be the Warwick? Spray and pray in the top lane. Jake the Great is not so great anymore as he is a dead man. And it looks like Time trying to run away from Zerk. Will this fight turn out? Well, I don't think so for the Darius.
Yeah, the raid, the two, that's basically a 1v1 right now. You have the Warwick on one side, and the Twitch is doing well himself. 10-3, has some key items himself. He's got an armor pin. I don't really know if that's the best for the Twitch. I'd probably rather see the critical strike.
Yeah, I think lethality is inferior to the crit in this situation here, but now Soup Time in trouble. That's going to be that Q for the kill by Zeke?
Susie.
Blue team's turret has been
Susie. Okay. But yeah, you know, and items aren't super important, honestly. We're trying to have fun here. We see the Triforce for the Garen.
Sinister, locked down, cut low. The question is, will he be able to go down yet? Not quite yet then, but that's going to be the bullet time to stop him from escaping. And, you know, that's why Misfortune is so great in the meta right now.
Yes, that is. She does great damage with the ultimate. She has good damage in lane. She's very impressive lane with her Qs and, like, her love tap passive. She's chasing down this. I don't think she'll get anything, but back to her damage in lane. Her ultimate is the real shining light of her in most compositions. It's a massive AoE ultimate. There's a bunch of damage. As you see some damage done to this mid lane turret. So that's why we really do see on lane. But I was going to mention that the important thing for this Warwick, is you'll see it here, is if he can get
Oh, we see this is going to be an auto attack to get him over with the Blast Cone. He's going to not be able to put down the Event Horizon in time. Shut down by Sillin.
Yeah, I really think that IMP needs to keep track of this Warwick. Keep the main tool he has to engage from the front is his ultimate, but if he can get a as I waited to see if someone's gonna die there, but if he can get a flank, he can do kills like that, and getting on top of the Vagar, who can't do much if you're right on top of him.
Yeah, and we talked about earlier how it's hard for a Warwick to kill off those very early Drakes. Now he's level 13. Now he has a Spirit Visage. He has Cinder Hulk. He has the Tiamat item completed. And this is the point where he has hit Raid Boss mode. Jake the Great picks up Star Rex in that. And they picked up a Cloud Drake. The Black Shield protects him from the Infinite Duress, but not from the claws of Sillin.
Yeah, now 13 kills with 150 gold shutdown. He's competing with Sinister for that Grop. Ends up winning out. But yeah, starting these fights, winning them, finding these kills, and I think that if he keeps this up, this very immobile team by Imp is gonna start to get punished.
Yeah, and look at it now, Sillin, he's trying to run away, but Sinister and Landex have his number. It's basically gonna be a solo kill by Sinister.
Yeah, one thing I was gonna point out is all attacks are targeted. You can't exactly dodge weave them, as you saw him try to do there, and maybe with the skill shots, but in that case, moving back and forth isn't gonna do much except for make yourself stay inside their range. Probably better just to walk in a straight line, but hey, that's dumb.
Yeah, I'd say that's basically what you got to do there. And now we are sort of like a lull in the game right now, where there's so many kills taken, so many towers taken. The side of the Spanish Inquisition are basically pushed back to their base in 2 lanes. On the flip side, we see all the hours taken on the side of IMP. There has been no play for the Baron.
Yeah, we'll see if they make a play for the Baron. That's always a good tell. One thing they can also do is IMP has 3 Drakes. Baron has 3 Drakes, so they may actually be able to go for the Soul as well.
And there might be an issue right now. I think Zuzek might have DC'd. He's just standing in the base. I wonder if the teams know that they could pause a game of League of Legends. Oh, I'm sorry, this is blind pick? They can't pause? Okay, well, apologies. They cannot pause, so the appears he has reconnected there, so that is a good thing.
All right, see, with all 5 members, if Spanish Inquisition actually wants to start up the Baron, which would be quite unexpected.
They would be quite unexpected, but they realistically could have done it if they had started up right then and there. There was no vision on the Baron. There was no ability to respond by Johnny Rico and Star Rex. They just simply couldn't have gotten there in time.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue is they don't have a lot of ward. Not seeing a lot of ward to come out for them around the Baron areas. They actually don't see the other half of the pit or some of the other wards. So they actually don't know that they could have started. They didn't see where the rest of this IMP team. And had they known that, they easily could have started.
Yeah, and I was saying the vision score on John Erico, the support, notoriously a 0.
Yeah, big old goose egg, as we see
Oh, wow, what a spotlight coming out there. That's going to be so much damage coming up from the dual AD carries of the side of IMP. They're dealing so much damage. That's a triple kill for Sinister, and a 4th kill comes through for Star Rex, and it looks like the raid boss gets locked into the baby cage, and the other one, Landex, just leads his army of minions to victory in that fight. That's going to be an ace for the side of IMP.
Can we get a report from Ophidios for stealing?
No.
No. But we actually should be able to see them break the base with this. And I know, but hey, he got a quad. He should have got a penta. Fidos took it.
He's a Twitch jungle. That's one of the few things I've even gotten a pentakill on.
That is true. If you can't, he is the one good thing about Twitch is pay data carries. You just sneak up behind the enemy team, pop that spray and pay, and just absolutely demolish them. As we see them move over to the Baron. Garrett's back. We have him. He's in the game.
Yeah, I would say Garen is back into the game. He's back, and we are seeing them start to wail away on this Baron. It looks like Landex is going to be playing defense, which is actually a really good idea here. Now, the whole point of this, Johnny Rico cannot be the one tanking off this Baron. This is going to start up a massive fight. The bullet time comes in, and Johnny Rico is already dead. Will the damage come out? No! It looks like Landex gets absolutely destroyed by Jake the Great. The question is, will they be able to finish it off? The red team, the side of IMP, does secure the Baron, the flash out to avoid the final spark. It is there, and now it's just the raid bosses, the jungler is going out. Sinister is the last man standing from the side of IMP. The question is, will he be able to get the quadra kill? I don't think so. Only one escaped with the Baron in what ended up being a 4-4-4.
He is going for it. I think he should probably just go ahead and back. So, get that reset going. But yeah, they got the Baron. At least it is only one Baron, which is pretty negative. It means you can't spread the Baron out. It means you have to keep Twitch, who's near in the lanes, to actually push, which is kind of lesser. However, they will have this Baron. He should be able to actually take this Cloud Drake up, which in 20 seconds, which will allow for them to get Cloud Soul, which isn't the most effective on their team comp, with the exception of Morgana. Cloud Soul, when you pop your ultimate, it gives you a burst of. The only real major use of that would be the Morgana, who could pop it and then chase people down to guarantee the stun. who's actually now picked up her second item, the Ardent Sensor, which is very good because they have 2 marksmen, so it'll give the burst some move speed, and they should be able to finish off the soul. This will be contested by Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, it will be contested, but it will be secured by the side of IMP. That is the Cloud Soul, inarguably the weakest soul.
It is. I mean, it depends on your opinion. I think Cloud Mountain Drake can't. It's not the sexiest. It is only just a thing of shielding, but versus some team comps, that shielding can help reduce burst, which means that it really slows down some team comps.
Looks like there's going to be a flank coming out here. Star Rex and Landex are on the wrong side of the rift from the rest of their team and from Spanish Inquisition. They tried to pull up the flank, but that's going to actually be Silent. The carry caught inside. The Primordial Burst comes out. So does the Spotlight. So much damage coming down the side of the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expected that burst.
Double kill.
Yeah, they did not. That's a 4 for 0, as they actually have Garen already pushing the top lane, so they can rotate up there, get the turret, get that inhibitor, and maybe even push for the win. As Gary goes to act, he's got a caught in between 2 choices, and none of them are correct.
He's caught, he's dropped, and that looks like that should be the win here for IMP. They will move on to the League of Legends Finals for best of the best here at the University of Alabama.
Yeah, congratulations to IMP, and congratulations to John Erico for even the fact that he had 0 vision score and not even a single.
And what's up, ladies and gentlemen? As you can see, it is not my co-caster Lamas who is here with me today. It is the MVP of Match 1, Sinister. How you doing today, my man?
Doing pretty well. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, a couple questions I have for you, like after that game. I say, obviously, you popped off, and how do you feel like playing with that? Like, I know y'all have a mix, and there's several people on your team who like didn't know how to play League of Legends, particularly like Johnny Rico, who had the 0 vision score.
Yeah.
And how did y'all handle that sort of like deficit?
So how we tried to handle that deficit was by trying to pick super snowbally champs. Super snowbally champ. Anyone that once they get fed, like we can start to build that lead, start to snowball. We tried to keep dragon control. Obviously, we got every single dragon there. Just taking time with my smites. And at the end there, like it didn't really matter that they didn't have a ton of experience. All they had to do was use their ability either as like a meat shield or whatever, land some bindings, and me and Landon could pretty much clean up the rest of it. So
Yeah, no, I do have a question. The Twitch jungle, was that your idea or was that somebody else's?
that's my idea. That's probably my most played champion. Yeah, so I know. Yeah.
Man, I liked you before that. I'm just messing with you there. No. Now looking ahead, what do you think about your chances overall about like winning best of the best?
So I think we have a really good shot. So obviously yesterday we had our Paladins match and it went super well. We're going to the finals for that, and now we're going to and it's it's starting to line up. Everything's starting to line up. We're feeling really good about Rocket League, which is coming up. We have what else is there? Just some
CS:GO.
other stuff. CS:GO, yes. I'm feeling decent about CS:GO. Our team could potentially pull some upsets. I mean, we're obviously not the favorites for CS:GO, but I really do like our chances coming up.
Awesome. And now I do have one final question for you. How do I pronounce your team name?
IPMDIABOD.
IPMDIABOD. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I have been
Yes.
mispronouncing the entire time, and I apologize.
No, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Well, also, thank you for joining me here on the desk. I say it's great having you here on it.
Thank you.
And guys, we're gonna head it to a short break. We'll be right back with CS:GO semifinals. Don't go anywhere. Again, we'll be right back.